Hey babies, it's Roxy and welcome back to my channel. If you love nails, self-care, and a little bit of soft life energy, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you're in the right place. So we're gonna be doing things a little bit different today. I wanted to talk a little bit about my experiences as a beautician. A lot of you who may be new here or who don't know that I am a licensed cosmetologist and I have been for 15 years. And I travel internationally, I travel domestically, I do all types of fun stuff. But more importantly, this video is mainly to talk about just the industry in general, you know, the pros and the cons, the things that I wish people had told me, or just I don't even say I wish people told me, because to be honest, everybody's experience is different. And again, I was like born into the industry. My mom's a stylist. Well, she's retired now and she does it here and there. And my dad is an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur to be specific. And that's kind of, all that I knew. When it comes down to like the industry itself, I chose cosmetology because it's like the umbrella of the industry. So it doesn't really put you in a box or like a niche necessarily to do just hair or just nails or just makeup or just lashes, like the umbrella of all things cosmetic. So obviously, we know ology means the study of, and cosmo is short for cosmetics. So yeah, and please ignore my pimple patch. I'm having hormonal acne right now, and I'm being extremely transparent. But anyway, back to the point. Why did I choose nails? I chose nails because it was something for me that, for one, I love it. I've been getting my nails done since I was about 6 years old. I know. Crazy, right? But hey, my mom was in charge back then and she made a monster. Not gonna lie. But not knowing that subconsciously it was gonna be something that I took just seriously and made it an actual profession. Oh, also too, y'all may hear me change up my dialect because I am a Jamaican. Yeah, I did kind of afraid for show the people them say me's a Jamaican, me's a yard Yankee. Yeah, that I call myself because I come from my father and my father is Jamaican, and then my mother would carry me for 9 months and she's the foreigner. So I kind of 50-50 right in between. You know, say one hand can clap, two of them. So they met me. Yeah. But anyway, I have been traveling back and forth literally my whole life. So I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Yeah, your girl been doing this for quite some time. Yeah. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. I had a few people ask me some questions, so I'm just gonna try to locate the questions. And by all means, like, please drop whatever you need to in the comments. I respond to everybody. Okay. And I mean, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, any type of like need motivation, need inspiration, anything, like, I'm your girl. I'm your girl. Oh, if you also haven't followed me on any other platforms, TikTok, my name is Roxy, spelled ROXE.MP3. Don't ask me where I got the name from, because I don't know. MP3, I just thought it was cool. I seen it somewhere. Anyway, yeah. Somebody asked me, how long have I been doing nails? My whole life, 15 years. I think I answered that already. Another question is, when it comes to doing business, what tips and advice can you give to a beginner? So when it comes to doing business, the best beginner tips and advice I can give is to always be learning. Like always, always, always be learning. You could never not learn. And no matter how good you are at something, there's always like a new way to do it. I mean, we're literally in competition with robots. That's what I call AI. But anyway, that beside the point. Because there's always different methods and ways to do what it is that you're trying to do. However, some people tend to get stuck in a certain way of doing things. And I'm not saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it at all. Like if it's not broken, there doesn't need to be a reason to fix it. However, if you do want to upgrade it, who don't like a good upgrade? I mean, look how many times we done upgraded our phones and iPads and all types of fancy stuff. Like it's just anyway. So yeah, another piece of advice that I could give as far as business is concerned to a beginner nail tech, cosmetologist, beauty professional in total is to just always, always, always invest in yourself. Whether that be getting some more rest, creating a routine, just showing up for yourself, which I'll be having a problem with. But we're all human. But yeah, definitely show up for yourself. Investing in yourself, investing in your new products, investing in tools, investing in education. Because again, I'm an education girly. I love education. I love reading. I love learning. I love knowledge because you can't know too much. I guess it depends. I think that when it comes to the beauty industry, because it's a always evolving industry, there's always something new to learn. And my mom and I, we're 30 years apart. So what I learned when she was doing hair is not what is going on today. And my mom was like more of a traditional stylist, and her niche she mastered in cutting. She loved cutting. So like oh baby girl, eat down on a pixie cut, okay? Now I was a little more defiant and I started my locks. But that was because I just was tired of getting my hair done. I know, doesn't that sound crazy? How you a girl, you don't like getting your hair done? Listen, I don't know. It's just the truth. Here I am. Take it or leave it. Okay? But yeah. What else? Oh, let me see. What other questions did I have? Honestly, like a lot of these questions are like repeat questions. And I, for the most part, have kind of clarified them. So by all means, make sure that y'all are dropping the questions in the comment section, and I have no problem with answering them. But a little bit about me. I am extremely vibrant. I'm Jamaican American. I like to sing. I like to dance. Obviously, I like to do nails. I like to do hair. I love to do like locks, braids, and blowouts. I told myself that if I didn't go into like nails straight, that I would do like just natural hair only, because that's just kind of like what I have interest in. And I think that's really important when it comes to going into an industry or building yourself in an industry, that like passion pays. If nobody's ever told you, passion pays. So whatever you're passionate in, chances are that's your strong suit. But it's not to say that you can't learn other things and you can't go find other things to do. I am a mentor. I'm an aunt. I'm a godmother. I'm chill. My birthday is December the 21st. Yeah. But not to such a way to Taurus Ruchum. Yeah, and it sings them. But yeah, I'm just an all-around like fun person. I like positivity. Don't get me wrong, you lit me chip and make a brr. Oh, everybody have that little side of them where you don't really want, but you did the same way. Oh, I like to do yoga. I'm a yogi. I like to, I like to be by myself because I'm such a vibrant person. I'm like I forgot, they call me an ambivert because I'm an introvert and an extrovert. It just depends on my comfortability. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. And I just like to be, like, I'm a big spiritual person. This is to no disrespect to anybody who is religious. I am not judging at all. I promise you, I did not go to law school. I do not want to be a judge. I do be judging sometimes. But anyway, but no, I truly believe and I exercise the right that mi casa es su casa. You like it, I love it. I don't care. It literally has nothing to do with me. And like I was saying earlier on my TikTok live, I was telling my supporters that like we really have to remember the importance of things. And the importance of things is to look inward. A lot of the times we're so worried about what they got going on, what they got going on, and what they got going on that we tend to forget what we got going on. Or we start to derail the things that we want to do simply because we see, oh, well, they're making progress or they're, excelling in a way that maybe possibly I wanted to excel in. So the best thing to do is to be honest with yourself. Okay, acknowledge the fact that that's something that you want, and then just ask. Like, a lot of people tend to hinder themselves from the places and things that they want to go and see because you're afraid. And I'm gonna be honest with you, scared money don't make no money. Okay, and I had to learn that the hard way. Like, I was honest, I was true. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna like, it was just so many things that I was like going through, that I was battling, and I was also like becoming the person that I am today. And I must say, give yourself a pat on the back, okay? Because if you're still here and you're still doing it, it speaks volumes. It truly speaks volumes to your character. It speaks volumes to, the things that you do for yourself. So I just want to, give y'all that little bump of encouragement, because it be hard out here in these streets. Okay, it be rough. Y'all be seeing them potholes. Y'all be seeing all that construction that be going on. Yeah. Oh, also too, I may have like breezed by it. I am originally from the DMV. Yeah. Big DC, not the little one. Because when I say DMV, I know there's a lot of like chit chatter around that, but like I was originally born and raised in Maryland, like Silver Spring, Maryland. And then throughout my teenage years, my mom had moved to the city. And then obviously that's why I got that little 1-2 in my tongue. But anytime I'm ready for lick my chip, I'm gone America. I'm gone off America. I'm gone across the water. And I'll be a patois, you hear me come out of my mouth. I just say it go sometime. But yeah, I'm healing. And my healing is still active, even in uncomfortable moments. Like, you're never completely fully healed. If anything, you've forgiven yourself from a lot of the things. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this journey here that I'm on, just being vulnerable, allowing myself to be vulnerable, was very hard for me. But what was harder for me was not being able to share it. Because it's like, you have all this talent, you have all this potential, and it's like you're just so stuck up here and you got to get it out here. How is the world gonna see it if you don't give it to them? And I had to sit with that for a little bit, and I had to pause, I had to breathe, I had to choose who I am, and I am who I am right now. And however that may translate to anybody for any given reason, for any given moment, and I trust myself to rebuild even from uncertainty. Like, there's so many things that I'm just like, oh, I don't know, like maybe, like, allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to grow. I'm gonna say, I heard somebody say this, that, be like a tree. Tree grows in 2 different ways. Like when you plant the seed and it's down in the ground, it has to root itself. So it's growing down. And what do we know about dirt? It's dark. It's mucky. It's yucky. It's cold. It's just dark. Nothing, you can't see nothing down there. Have you ever looked in a dirt hole? You can't see anything. But it's things going on down there. And then when the tree's ready to sprout, you see that one little leaf. And then you're like, yay, it's happening. And then before you know it, boom, a fruitful tree. Now, trees do have to, take them limbs off and so on and so forth, but they're still a tree nonetheless. Another thing I learned and heard, when it comes to just, outside noise, people like trying to deter you from things, be like an eagle. Eagles and crows don't fight. Because, the eagle is the big bird and the crow is the little one to be. So what I learned was that if you be like an eagle, eagles can fly very high altitudes where crows can't quite survive. So what sense does it make that I fight somebody on something that I can just elevate and let like natural elimination happen? Like when you get to an altitude and you just I can't really survive up here. Exactly. Like that's how that concept works. Like why would I fight you when I could just elevate past you? And then hello from way up here. You know, kind of deal. Like I'm just so grateful that my nervous system is learning to calm in real time. Like my nervous system used to be shot, like PTSD, just all types of stuff. And everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. So there's no right or wrong story. There's no this is more than that, or no, everybody's trauma is valid and everybody's process in growing is valid. So I always try to reserve a level of respect for people in that regard. But I could choose peace over old patterns. You know, we could choose peace now because see, the old you would have probably did some things that you might not be so proud of today. And you've accomplished so much. And with that accomplishment, don't just throw it away. Like you worked so hard, and it really reflects on who you are becoming. And I'm so grateful for the person that I am today. Like the things that I had to go through, the obstacles that I had to face, the challenges that I've had to overcome is great and it's beautiful. And I'm at a point now where I'm so like my heart is just overzealous. Like if my heart could be a cup, it would overflow. Cause it's just like I'm so grateful for Charles gotta hug myself. Cause what? When's the last time you hugged yourself, by the way? Hug yourself. You need it. You out here hugging other people, hold on to their energy. And that's another thing. When it comes to being a beauty professional, exhaustion. Guys, the exhaustion is real. I never really understood the energy transfer until I used to be wiped out after doing nails, and I couldn't, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out like what was happening. Like I was just like, what is going on? Why? Like I get to work and I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm ready to go, and it'd be like a certain client or like a few clients, and I'm just like, help me, I don't even know what to do. I haven't eaten, I don't want to eat, I just and I didn't really understand until I just kept experiencing burnout after burnout after burnout after burnout. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it was raw, it was real, it was rugged. I couldn't figure it out. And I was trying to put my good game on, put my game face on, act like it wasn't bothering me. Girl, please. It was turning me a good one, okay? It was turning me every way but loose. And I'm grateful for it though, because as we said, God will always give his strongest soldier the toughest fight. And remember, it's like this. When you want to build muscle, when you're trying to build muscle, you need something that can strengthen the muscle. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to strengthen your muscle by keep picking up your phone. Like that. This is easy peasy weight. You need something with a little more weight on it. You're like, oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I got to put a little more effort into that. Exactly. So that your gains become a lot more appreciated. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. But another thing too, I'm growing even when I feel triggered. Like even when I feel weak. Honey, people be testing. And last I checked, I've been out of school for quite some time. And I don't really plan on going back. But, the tests be coming. But just always remember that you're constantly growing. And every test that you get is an opportunity to grow from. Every opportunity is for you to get better. And to make yourself better, honestly, really, truly. And I'm not who I used to be. Even if I am in like old environments. Because, sometimes they like, oh, leave your hometown, leave your state, go explore. And I've done that so many times, you guys. It's not even funny. Like, I've lost clientele, I've gained clientele, lost it back, gained it back. Like, it was just that back and forth seesaw thing. And at one point, I ain't gonna cap. it was very discouraging. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why is this happening to me? And I had to realize, Roxy, you're not focused. Like, you're not focused. You keep trying to put money in front of the things that don't require money. And money can't buy everything. Like, sanity, a peace of mind. You can go on a trip, yeah, but if you don't go handle that, it's still there. It's still going me when you least expect it. So I advise you handle that immediately, like ASAP. Don't wait no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, yeah. And also too, I am safe to pause, breathe, and reset at any time. And I want y'all to really rest with that. Like, it is so important to just take a pause, take a breath. Like, just remember who you are and where you're going. Because a lot of times we get so caught up in autopilot, we get so caught up in like the hustle mentality that we forget why we're even doing this. And I can speak from experience. I've genuinely forgotten a few times, like, why am I even doing this? As a matter of fact, who am I doing this for? You know, and so I had to, it's like you're rerouting. Think about it like a navigation system. You know, you taking a trip and you driving and you riding, detour, and you like, oh wait, I don't even know where I'm going. So what you mean? So now you have to trust that rerouting. No matter how much you like, oh no, I think I could go this way. I think. Why would you think when they rerouting you? And then also too, don't be afraid of the reroute. I used to be that way. Like, I would drive somewhere, and then like my GPS would say reroute me, and like I would get this immediate sense of anxiety that would come over me, and I'm just like, oh gosh, I don't know this route. I don't know. Calm down. We know you don't know, but we're going to show you. But you have to allow yourself to be shown. And I had a hard time with working on that part of me because, you know, I was just like, I didn't know. Like, I was afraid of the unknown. And it's like, the moment you change that switch in your brain to be like, love the unknown, expect the unexpected, because that's usually the times when you start to really learn yourself. You start to really understand and figure out, oh, hot damn, okay, I didn't know I could do that. Like, you're allowing yourself to show yourself what you could do. And then you're learning your strong suits, and you're learning your not so strong suits. And that's okay. Like, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not know. It's okay to not have the answers. It's okay to ask for help. And again, speaking to myself, like, it was a long time coming, honey, but I got here. So when it came to my nail journey and just like my cosmetology journey nonetheless, I did have a hard time just trying to navigate myself. I didn't know, like, I didn't feel accepted. I didn't feel like this was where I was supposed to be, because I wasn't like your average it girl. I wasn't, you know, doing the things. I don't have all the glitz and the glam. I don't have all the designer and this and that. And that started to like discourage me. And I had to really dig deep into myself. And the beauty industry is one of the industries that it'll really show you if you built for it tough, or if you a scooter. Okay. And I realized that, baby girl, I'm a private jet. Any and everybody can't drive me. Any and everybody can't ride. You know what I'm saying? And when I had to get to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm exclusive. Exclusivity is important. And I'm just gonna leave that at that. Exclusivity is important. Everybody love a little top shelf. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, I want that. Everybody want it, but can you afford it? And then when you get it, are you satisfied? You know, like, it's a whole thing. And I had to learn that. And I've been in some very luxurious places. I've been around some very affluent people, and it's a different ball game. It is a very different ball game. When you elevate your surroundings, when you start to realize that you're the big fish in the pond. So then you got to find a new pond, because now you ain't got no room. You see what I'm saying? So you have to elevate that. And it's a constant elevation. Like, life is all about evolving. And again, I'm so grateful for the fact that I was able to evolve in the way that I've evolved. Because right now, y'all, if I was just, ask me this, talk to me 2 years ago, I wasn't quite there yet. I was getting there, but I wasn't there yet. And I'm so appreciative of my journey. I'm so appreciative of the things that I've experienced and the things that I've gone through to get me to this point. Because, oh, baby, future me, the me next year, baby girl, let me see you dance, let me see you twirl, okay? I'm so like, oof, but I won't forget the other parts of me. You know, the younger me, the scared me, the timid me, the me that didn't feel like I was good enough, because I needed all those stages to get to where I am now, because I'm authentic. This is who I am. And people can see that. Like, I'm extremely animated. And people used to tell me things that really got me down. Like, they used to tell me some things. And I started to believe it until I looked in the mirror good. And I had to look in the mirror so long that I was like, why am I here? Well, I don't know. Why are you here? Like, I used to do this thing as a kid where I used to call my own name into the mirror until, like, I went to this, like, little, like, don't knock it till you try it. Just try it. Go in the mirror and repeat your name to yourself until you're gonna feel it. When you feel it, you know it. And I went to this place where I had called my name so much that I was like, I was having an out-of-body experience. That I was like, huh? Roxanne. Who's Roxanne? Oh, I'm Roxanne. Hi, Roxanne. Like, it was one of those things. And most people who have an imaginary friend or talks to themselves, they know exactly what I'm talking about. But as a kid, I always talked to myself. Like, I was my own best friend. It was always me and me. And, like, those who understand, understand. Those who get it. Those who don't, won't. But if you're picking up what I'm putting down, there you have it. So, yeah, it was one of those things where I had to really, like, allow that version of me to mature in a way that wasn't childish and that was more forthcoming to my age. Like, we see some very childish adults. We do. We really do. But they're battling a lot of things on the inside. And a lot of people tend to, they don't really look into mental health as much as they should. And I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. My family suffers brutally from mental health issues. My grandmother had paranoid schizophrenia and she had Parkinson's. And so when I was young, I didn't really understand what that meant or whatever. Like, she was severely depressed, and that depression put her into that psychosis. And I didn't really understand that. And see, by the time I had met my grandmother, she was already, like, heavily sedated, like, because I'm the youngest. There's 11 of us in total as a combined family, but I was raised predominantly with my 3 older brothers here in America, and then me as the baby. So it was always 3 boys and then me. So I always had, like, this discernment in a different way. I just didn't understand my power back then. And I would watch my grandmother, and she was a Jehovah's Witness, and she would sit on, I think it's called the tie line, and she would sit on the tie line. Like, sometimes she would go to the Kingdom Hall, and I went like a couple times, but I used to fall asleep all the time. Like, every time I go to the Kingdom Hall, I would fall asleep, and I was like, I'm not about to do this no more, because it's embarrassing, and I'm bored. I'm also hungry, and I think I ate every snack my grandmother had, so she wasn't taking me to the Kingdom Hall no more. She's like, no. So anyway, she would be there, and I used to ask her so many questions, and at one point she used to answer them, but it got to a point where my family used to ask, like, Roxy, you gotta stop asking her that many questions. And I'm like, why? If she's not mad about the questions, why are y'all mad about the questions? And I didn't realize that, like, you know, my innocent mind was, like, turning her wheels, and I think they were afraid that I was gonna, like, put her into, like, you know, people project their fears into other people. But, like, me and my grandmother, oh, we had a real good relationship. It got a little rocky over the years, and God bless her soul now, because she's no longer with us, but I love her to shreds. I went through my defiant stages, and then, you know, it ricocheted into the relationship with me and my mom. And I felt like I was being defiant by becoming a nail technician, because my mom is a hairstylist, and I was like, I don't want to do nothing my mom is doing. I don't even care. And subconsciously I'm doing exactly what the hell she doing, like not even realizing, because, like, you know, those of y'all who know, moms and daughters have a very interesting relationship. I'm not saying that everybody does, but a good percent of women do have a pretty you know, push and pull relationship with their mom. And the older I get, the more I appreciate it. And now I'm where I'm at now. I really do appreciate the relationship that I have with my mom, because I had to learn myself, and then I also had to learn who my mom was outside of being a mother. Like, when I got to, like, my teenage years, because my father, unfortunately, he did go to prison for a very long time. He got locked up when I was 3, and he came out when I was 25. And then, of course, he's not American, so they deported him. And it really took a toll on my life, because I didn't realize that, like, you know, the relationship, the dynamic and stuff like that, like, you know, back and forth to jail, back and forth to this and that, like, you know, the whole shabam wham pow. So it was one of them things where I was just like, why? Why this would come down for me? No. But I always had that sense of curiosity, like, I wonder what like I would always pray, you know. And again, like I said, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. So I just be like, God, like, I wonder what it's gonna be like when, you know, all this is over. Because he didn't get life, he just got a lot of years. And I didn't know, like, my brain at that age, I think I was like 14. No, like maybe a little young, like maybe 10. And I remember there was a time when my mom and I, we drove all the way to Ohio, because they had him, he was in Elkton, Ohio. I don't know where the hell that is in Ohio, but it's obviously in Elkton, duh. But we went all the way to Ohio, and we weren't able to get in. And that, like, changed the game for my mom. Like, I ain't never seen my mama act like that. Like, she went into, like, grind mode, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Because as the baby and the only girl, I got any and everything I wanted. I mean, I still do to this day, but, you know, the hustle kind of changed. Like, me and her became Bonnie and Clyde down there. And I'm, oh, sorry for the words. Like, we was doing the thing. Like, so I had to take up after who I seen, because, like, my dad being there, he was the money maker, he was the breadwinner, he was doing the things, but he never stopped my mom from making her money. Which is why I think, segueing back into the point, me being in the industry, I always seen her doing what she wanted to do and what she loved to do, and he never stopped her. He like, oh, you want shop? All right, boom, put the shop in our house. So my mother never really left the house. She would work at home and make her money, and he would do her little thing, and, you know, that was cool. So I watched her always do that, and I was so inspired by that. And we lived in a house, so we had our things, we had the cars, we had the clothes. We going to Jamaica every 2 weeks, because that's just, yeah, as I mean, that we do. Road we say, plane we take like taxi. You know, oh. So yeah, that was the lifestyle that I was raised into. And then obviously when he got arrested, all of it stopped. So I was like, what is this? What is work? What is that? Huh? Say what now? Oh, okay. And then, you know, my brothers got older. They vanished. They did their things, went their own separate ways. And then it was just me and my mom. And, you know, it really took a toll, because I was just like, I had to see her really go through her emotional changes, all the while still being a mom. And as a woman, I'm developing my womanness, and I'm just like, if this is it, I don't want it. Can we go back to the other lifestyle? Because this is ghetto. I don't like this at all. But, you know, you play the cards that you're dealt. And when you learn how to play the cards that you're dealt, you become a better game player. So yeah, that was that, and, you know, that's how we did that. But I'm very appreciative of, you know, everything that I was able to accomplish and achieve through that experience. So, you know, that was pretty much it. But I am going to wrap up this video letting you guys know that you are loved, You are appreciated. You are cared for. You are very beautiful. You are very handsome. You deserve to be here. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. You know, like, you're gonna make it. You are going to make it. Don't let anybody tell you you're not gonna make it. It's just really up to you and the way that you do things. But again, always stay consistent, stay disciplined, stay devoted to your hopes and your dreams and your aspirations. And I promise you, I ain't gotta promise you, because you gonna do it, and then you gonna see it, and then you just gonna be flabbergasted. Like, all of your flabbers are gonna be gasted, and you just gonna be like, wow. Yeah. Wow. Real things. But I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much. I didn't want to make this a super, super long video. So I love you. And I will see you guys in the next video.